Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Lundi the Monday Puffin. If you've never been here, I bid you welcome. My name is Frida Martins. I'm a German-born artist in Iceland, and I find it royally funny that the French word for Monday spells exactly the same as the Icelandic word for puffin. And actually, like the word lundi for Monday, of course, comes from la lune, the moon. And yeah, this is essentially the card in my tarot game that I was asked 3 times to improve. So I thought I'd just improve the grass and tell you the story of this card and tell you another story about puffins that I didn't know before, that I find like so amusing. And of course, I'm trying to keep this as general as I can, as to not invade the privacy of other people, unless if they told it publicly. Let's say I have a very dear deceased relative who still influences my art. And actually, my friend gave me an idea to do this clock in honor of the person, because, like, said person collected old clocks and always wanted to dig up a fossil that the Germans call Urvogel. And Ur, like just when it's spoken, it could be both clock and ancient. So ancient bird or clock bird. So yes, this is a little bit of a pun on the friend. And of course, it takes into account the here statement from a rather esoteric friend of mine that you should see the moon phases in the moon card. And yeah, then I thought, okay, the old clocks often have moon phases, and now the nature could be the clock. I don't know if the birds really do anything different when they see the moon, but I thought, like, also of the film The Last Unicorn, with the clock that is basically a portal to another world. And let's say the moon in tarot, I often experience it as change, as a connection to my feminine energy. Here I would also see like two parents who teach a child like to listen to the nature, which I would say my relative did very much with the fossil digging and the love for animals. And actually, I think the fossil digging also had a significant impact on my what I call the sea monster book writing process today. So actually, yeah, by writing my sea creature book, I'm actually reconnecting with the things that used to be good in my childhood and the things that taught me to be good with nature and myself in childhood. And yes, I actually like discussing my artwork process with friends. I mean, like sometimes I'm actually also pretty pissed, because then I'm like really proud, like practicing layering or practicing this and that. And I think it was really hard to draw this plant. And then someone else has yet another idea what I should do differently. But yeah, the journey is the destination. And like the other funny puffin story that I learned the other day was by a singer named Melinda Reese. She has actually published this on YouTube. If you Google the Puffin song, or like YouTube the Puffin song, then you will find that. not sponsored, but I'm gladly always giving a shout out to my fellow artists. So according to her YouTube video, she wrote the song, the Puffin song, with her community. Like on Discord, people came with random ideas what she should write, and then they also came with random rhymes about puffins. And that reminded me so much of writing songs together with a singer-songwriter here in Reykjavik. And like one of them songs, like much before tarot was a theme for me, was actually called Little Moon. I just remember that better now. And like because I have synesthesia, I always said then like, okay, down with that tone, no other tone, because this is too orange or something like that. And like the Little Moon is actually about learning to see the dark side of a person. And yeah, okay, I reminisced those olden golden days when I watched this YouTube video by Melinda Reese, and then actually Melinda Reese also kind of explained this, that the creature in Star Wars called the porgs, defined as beakless birds. Don't ask how you could picture a beakless bird. Like, let's say earthen birds are severely disabled or not able to live anymore when the beak is missing. And actually, the beak can get some kind of gross diseases that I don't want to elaborate on here. So, okay, on some external planet in Star Wars, the birdies don't need the beaks. They rather look like I don't know, like one Google article said here that it's a little bit of a pug face. But of course, okay, they flutter and they behave like birds, and they are indeed in the movies because a character, and I think that was Luke Skywalker, went into exile. I haven't seen those movies, but cute, benign creatures actually get me interested in movies, even though I don't understand other people's complex universe. I just want them to understand mine. Okay. The porks were on this island because when the normal earthen people filmed on this island, the puffins were all over the place, and of course you couldn't get rid of them, and they were like also protected and so on. So actually George Lucas and the gang had to come up with a solution, and like they designed the porks and copied them sort of over the puffins. And they actually also behave like the puffins. And there is this, I only read the description of the scene where Chewbacca roasts one of them porks, and the other porks look at him with these big cute eyes, and then it is like not totally explained if he eats them. But I know that puffins are actually hunting game, and there are documentary movies about that, and there is equipment for that. And I would once again say, don't try this at home without instructions. And then again, this bird is just the size of a pigeon, so you would probably not get so much food on it. And actually, this week I talked to someone from the Westman Islands who showed like a handmade video of a puffling, and how the puffling can technically like glide but not fly. And I mean, it's a tradition in the Westman Islands that the especially the children, but also tourists and some adults, like collect the pufflings and put them into a box overnight. It's my understanding that you should not feed them because you don't have what they would eat. You should just kind of warm them in the box, and then in the morning you can let them fly. But since they can glide yet not fly, you just have to throw them out into the sea, because they then, let's say, they buffer themselves with their feet and they start to swim, but don't expect them to fly. And then, like, to the children, this is really important because, like, they have the feeling of having saved the pufflings. It is my understanding that they just fly towards the Westman town because they see the lights and think the lights are stars. In Reykjavik, we don't have that. Like, let's say one time it was in the newspaper that like a grown puffin ended up in Reykjavik, and like a concerned citizen actually phoned the police. You can actually phone the police to collect wildlife here. And actually, really, they will connect you to, like, when they can't come themselves, connect you to someone they know. My friend has actually done that while I was present. And yeah, so it was in the newspaper that, like, two kind police women in full uniform and everything packed the puffin into the car, and the puffin even liked riding in a police car, and yeah, put it back to the next colony. I don't know if they are picky about their colonies or if they then find their place again instinctively. I still have to research that, but I actually find it a nice idea that my beloved puffins are indirectly in a movie that I just don't get. And that people actually build their rituals around wildlife. And that I can see the journey as the destination, and that, like such a little puffling, I can use what I can actually do rather than lamenting what I can't do. And now I'm switching off the camera because I have to hear, like, this is not quite to my liking yet, and this always gets in and out of focus, and I don't know why. So I will see you when I see you, and I really hope that the Puffin tarot game, and probably the only tarot game with 3 moons that I'm aware of, because I want people to know that the journey is the destination, will go into print at the end of this month. I wish you a wonderful day and also a happy new year where you can take your time for all your endeavors. Bye bye.